Well, hello folks, and welcome back to Let's Get Our Ass to Bed and Sleep Through the Evening. Because there is nothing more for us to do. It's Sunday. I don't think school has anything special going on tomorrow. Maybe the exam results will be posted. I am not expecting good placement in that list. Oh, I'm ready for this game to end. I'll try not to bitch to you guys too much as we go through the remaining days in this game, but good lord. It's time for shit to happen. Hey, the results are posted! And of course we're gonna look at the exam results. We should place in the top 5% easily, I would hope. We scored the highest in the class. Interesting. Even with missing a couple questions, I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain. Maybe someone, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe someone changed my answers, but I don't think that's how it works. Right, let's begin. Tohokami Emitama. Today, we'll finally talk about magic right here in Japan. Though I'm sure you think you're familiar with it already, you probably aren't. The view that magic is a dubious subculture is becoming more common. But what is swept into the corners of society today was once central to Japan. It could even be said that magic was invented in Japan. After all, Himiko of Yama Taikoku was a shaman. She reportedly used magic called Kido to control the country. Sadly, we have no way of knowing what kind of sorcery that was. The same is true for Prince Shotoku, who established a centralized government. He practiced on Mayodo, so in a sense, he was also a shaman. With origins like this, magic was naturally woven into the very fabric of Japan. In the Heian period, for example, the Bureau of Onmyo was established for Onmyoji to expel evil spirits and give spiritual advice. You may be familiar with that from the legend of Abe no Seimi. Even in the age of the samurai, magicians played their part. Many generals who studied divination and military tactics could be considered magicians. Are you all listening? Don't become mesmerized now. Okay, what dumb question are you gonna ask me? What sorcery was Himiko said to use? Kido. Very good. Thank you, Koto Dama, for that one. The trend of tying magic to the people continued to the Edo period, but the new government formed during the Meiji Reformation stamped it out. Tsukushima Shinto had been revived during the Edo period. Faded away. Forever. Never to return in Japanese culture. Truly one of the greatest losses of our time. Chihiro, are you here? You better be. You're not. Okay. I haven't even seen Fuka down there. Normally I think I can at least see like her shoes and stuff from here, but whatever. Oh, back to the dorm. I've already mentioned we're not really going to be messing with any more social links. I'm done with them. I don't care about sports. I don't care about my friend's bum knee. I'm not going to be his champion. Today's December 21st. There are less than 10 days until New Year's Eve. But for some reason, I'm not scared at all. Well, maybe I'm scared a little, but I'm still gonna fight. Win or lose, I'm gonna give it my all. Good deal. That's all we can be expected to do. Every channel is showing more apathy syndrome stuff. You know what? Exam results did come in. I'm sure you won't tell me here. I have no choice but to go on. The answer was in front of me the entire time. If I do not come back, then someone else will have to take over the company. Although I have every intention of returning. sure you do.
It's not like me to just give up. I've made up my mind. I'm going to fight to the end.
So say we all. As if we're gonna pump 80 hours into this and then just all roll over in our graves anyways. I think it's more like 90 hours by now. Let's go to bed. It's hard to tell with the amount of time I let this run. While things are encoding or a video is saving. Or will I just need to take a break from this and play something better? This game is pretty damn good. I wouldn't have made it this far through it if I didn't absolutely love it. Despite how much I might complain towards the end. It's chilly today, and this guy I hate. I hate him. Mrs. Onushi left early, so I'll be teaching today in her place. I think today we'll learn about near-death experiences. There's no real reason for it. They've just been on my mind. Now, a near-death experience is defined as something an individual experiences just before death. Is it true insight into the afterlife, or simply a trick of the brain? Opinions vary, but it is true that near-death experiences have been a hotly debated topic for some time. There are a few surviving records of ancient near-death experiences. According to the writings of Plato, a resurrected soldier experienced the afterlife as a spirit. A similar incident was reported in Japan by ethnologist Kunio Yanagita in the Tono Monogatari. Psychologist Carl Jung wrote that in his own near-death experience, he saw a vision of the earth from afar. I'm sure you've heard your own stories from famous or infamous individuals. I have a few first-hand reports with me today. Let me read you some of them. I felt as if my soul was detached from my body. I met a friend who had already passed away. I saw me whole life flashing before me eyes. I saw the most brilliant light. I was bathed in light. I experienced complete and total happiness. This is called euphoria. These kinds of reports are typical. Some have attempted to make direct recordings of near-death experiences. Researcher Kenneth Ring has tried to quantify near-death experiences with a weighted core experience index. Modern efforts have led to a new theory of near-death experiences which goes like so. If an individual who is dying denies that fact, he eventually realizes that death is the reality that he must accept, and becomes angry. As a result, he'll try to do anything he can to extend his life. But the futility of this leads to depression. In the end, he accepts his fate. Although we may initially deny death, we'll accept it in the end. That's just how we humans are. Is everyone listening? It's not every day you'll hear a lesson like this. Get it wrong and memories of your life at school will disappear. Well, I don't think that's fair. What is the feeling of happiness in a near-death experience called? Euphoria. It's not Yugoslavia. Good work. That is correct. You'll have a happy school life. Some people say a near-death experience awakens one's higher consciousness. Whether or not that's true, there is an observably lower fear of death in those who have been through one. Perhaps this is because near-death experiences are surprisingly free of pain and suffering. But this is not to say I'd want any of you to seek one out. Use the time you have here wisely, okay? That's all for today. Class is dismissed. Delicious. Well, 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 Chihiro. I think we'll probably hang out with her. cap her off, and then really all we've got is the Dying Man and Keisuke left. I've got a social link list I could probably go through, see who I'm missing. Sure, Chihiro, let's go.
It's lonely by myself.
We feel a bit uncomfortable for some reason. We normally don't feel this weird. There's an announcement. Attention, please. Sophomore Chihiro Fushimi and Junior Jack Plump. The Student Council President would like to speak with you. Please go to the Student Council room immediately. I repeat again, get your asses to the Student Council room.
The president wants to speak with me? Don't tell me the president thinks I stole the money too.
Oh, come on, Mitsuru's not like that. I even share a dorm with her.
Wow, it sounds like you know her pretty well, Jack.
Chihiro seems a little sad.
I didn't know you two were so close. I guess I shouldn't be surprised since she asked you to join student council and all.
We also share a dorm. I don't know if I've told you that. We stay up late into the night playing Uno and Phase 10 and sometimes even Scrabble.
Good. You two are here. I apologize for the sudden announcement. The reason I called you here is... You think I stole the money? Chihiro. I'd like to hear the whole story directly from you. Jack.
We made eye contact with Chihiro. I'm not here to defend you, Chihiro. Tell her your side of the story. It's okay, you're an adult or something.
Thank you, Jack. I can do this myself. It's okay, Chihiro. It's not necessarily someone who's good at counting money who makes the best treasurer. I prefer someone who will work diligently, without complaining. From what I've seen in student council, Chihiro, it's obvious that you didn't take the money. Thank you, Miss President. I was just testing you. In a situation like this, I'm afraid you have to prove your innocence. Do you think you can do that? It's difficult to say this, and I'll probably regret it, but I don't think I can do it. Never be embarrassed of who you are. Allow me to take care of it. It's my responsibility as student council president. Give me a hand, will you?
All right.
I'd like to know more about Chihiro, and I've seen you two together after school. I want to prove to those who suspect her that even outside of school she behaves respectably. Plump, I'll leave tonight open. Come to my room when you're free. Try not to be seen by anyone. Please, wait! That means... you two will be meeting alone? I don't want to make things worse. Even in the dorm, there are students who spread rumors. No! That's unacceptable! I won't let you do it! Chihiro? Get away from him! There's no way I'll agree to that. If I can clear my name, it won't be necessary, right? I'm going to talk to the teacher. Chihiro! There she goes. It's good to see her get in a mood every once in a while. I clearly remember what happened that day. You had a bandage on your chin because you cut yourself while shaving. I handed the fee money to you directly. Do you expect me to just pretend that never happened? Calm down, Fushimi. Please explain, or else...
Sorry, it's all my fault.
Or else someone important to me will... Huh?
That day, I had to stay late and I missed my train. I didn't have any money on me, so I used what you collected to pay for a taxi.
What?
I fully intended to return the money, but then I forgot. I must be getting old, huh?
It's not funny.
Don't worry. I'll explain to the class what happened and return the money. So please, forgive me, Chihiro.
I assumed it was just a misunderstanding, but... This is inexcusable. You call yourself a teacher? Misappropriation of public funds is a serious crime. I will report this immediately.
Please don't.
It's okay, Mitsuru. If that's the case, then I'll... Let's go, Jack. Jack, over here.
Don't jump, Chihiro. You got so much to live for.
Can you believe I went to the faculty office and said all that? I even surprised myself.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Chihiro seems to be having fun.
Remember what I said to Mitsuru? Get away from him! I was worried what might happen if you and Mitsuru were alone together. I was so flustered I almost passed out. I'm pretty weird, huh? I've been like that ever since I was a kid, or so my mother says. Normally I'm quiet and timid, but when it comes to something I care about, then I become aggressive. I've been talking to my mother about you, Jack, and she wants to meet you. Would you like to come over to my house one day? You know, when you're not busy?
Sure, why not? How could I say no? That would just be rude, wouldn't it? Isn't this rank 10? I could have swore that we were already at rank 9. Power to create personas of justice has grown.
Oh, I still have to apologize to Mitsuru. And, I think I owe her an explanation. Excuse me.
Well, I'm glad she didn't turn out to be the thief, because honestly, in my heart, I couldn't tell. I had no idea.
Hello.
What's up, Ken? This concludes today's news of the apathy syndrome epidemic. In lighter news, we join our foreign correspondent live from Rockefeller Center in New York City. She'll give us a look at the Christmas mood in the Big Apple, where everyone knows... Who knows what they know? Okay. She's gonna keep fighting. We are gonna keep sleeping, because that is what we are good at. As the year nears its end, we find ourselves becoming more and more lethargic. What do we got? Still the Apocalypse. And 10 mind supplement. I think they're trying to stock me up on mind supplements for the end or something. I still haven't seen exactly what it is they do. It's Wednesday, the Emperor's birthday. There's no school. Okay. I'm gonna guess that the dying man won't be at the shrine. Not that it matters, maybe.
I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
This is my mother's grave, you bastard.
Oh, hi, Sonata-san.
Is this where you should be?
Well, I was planning to. But when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. There are things I still need to do before I talk to her again.
Yeah, same here. I don't have anything I need to tell Shinji right now. I have my own stuff to deal with.
An undefeatable enemy, huh? Gosh, wonder what it's like.
You got me. But it doesn't matter, because I've made up my mind. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
And then punch.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that. You can count me in too.
Little psychopath. Of course you want to stare something in the eyes when you kill it. We know Tanaka won't be around. He only works on Sundays because he's rich and he doesn't need to work on any other days. So, what do we got going on, Junpei? Christmas is almost here. You excited for it? Sure am. Cool, then let's enjoy Christmas. I'm not getting anyone gifts though, because it doesn't matter. Christmas Eve tomorrow. Many Christmas trees all over town will shine through the night. What are you doing, Fuka? Here's the Christmas tree. Jack, what do you think the true meaning of Christmas is? Consumerism. Well, I guess from a business perspective that's true. The Christmas spirit should put a smile on everyone's face. You try working retail for 15 years and tell me if you can smile when this time of year comes around, Fuka. If you have any bit of soul left after 15 years, you fucking tell me. So let's be happy. You can't. I'm bitter and dead on the inside. Don't think of this as our last Christmas. Simply think of it as this year's Christmas and enjoy it. If I have to. I won't like it. But if you're gonna make me, Mitsuru, I'll do it for you. I've been an asshole to you since the start. But she is kind of coming around now that she's actually opening up and being a human with us. No takoyaki club. I don't want to hang out with any more kids. I don't want to hear any more whines. I don't want to hear about your damn family. Persona 3, tagline, everyone's family sucks. I like this place, this is pretty neat looking. I don't know if I remember coming here last year and seeing if they had pimped this place out or not. I'm impressed. I don't have that much. And you don't have anything new apparently, huh? And their weapons aren't very good. Swordbreaker, Peshkabaz. Not over 300? Get off. Get out of here. Probably be an upgrade for some of my teammates, but whatever. We're out of here. I'm not talking to the NPCs because I don't want to hear about apathy syndrome. I already know shit's bad. Shit's been bad forever. I'm surprised that there's nothing to do with the shrine besides Takoyaki Club. Whatever. Just because it's a holiday doesn't mean that there's things to do out there. As much as I'd like.
Hello.
Hello, Ken. There are 8 more days until New Year's Eve. Have you made up your mind yet, Jack? Well, I have. I'm gonna fight. When I thought about it, I realized that there really wasn't a choice to be made. I don't want to have to tell my mom that Shinjiro that we failed. Let's go ahead and save it. I've got some editing to do in this video because dogs wanted to go crazy in the background. And whenever we come back, maybe we'll get lucky and be able to burn through another 3 days.